It feels good when you have a couple people telling you that you can't reach 280% energy recharge on Brant. It's impossible, and 250% minimum is still too much. This just goes to show that people are spending more time complaining versus actually trying and actually grinding. So, this is a follow-up video to pretty much show you guys that yes, it is possible to reach 280% for Brant when it comes to energy recharge. It's possible, and it's possible to reach 250% energy recharge minimum. So I come over here to my Yang Yang. I decided to, prove these people wrong. So my Yang Yang right over here, you guys can see 4-star character. All right, 4-star character. Absolutely, like we have absolutely nothing on Yang Yang. Absolutely nothing on her. And I decided to grind the brand new Echo set for Brand, Tide Breaking Courage. So you guys can see I got 103% energy regeneration. And let me go ahead and show you guys the sub stats here. So for this one, we're running crit rate. We're going to put crit rate on our Brant. And you guys can see there is not a single energy recharge substat on this cost 4 Echo. We move on. We got energy regeneration over here. 32% plus the 10%, which is like 42% for this cost 3 Echo. And then for this other cost 3, we got an energy regeneration 32% and 10%, which is 42% as well. And then for this attack, we got 9.2% energy regeneration. And then for this one, we don't have a single energy regeneration substat here. So that's pretty much 3 echoes where we have 1 energy regeneration substat, all right? So that's pretty much 103.2%. Plus, we have the 4-star Overture weapon. This weapon isn't even maxed out yet. It's level 84, and we get 47.3% energy regeneration. And by the way, guys, I got like 4 Overture weapons. I got like 4 of them. So in total, 250.5% energy regeneration. And then, some of you guys are going to be like, well, that's not 280%. Give me a minute. Let me cook. So if we come over here, let me go ahead and switch the screen for you guys. You guys can see that the base stat for Brant, all right, the base stat for Brant is 125 energy. This is level 1. 125 energy for Brant. That's his base stat. So for my Yang Yang, let's go back to the game real quick. For my Yang Yang, she had 100% energy recharge, right? If we go to our Alto right here, Alto has a 100% energy recharge. I'm pretty sure every character in the game has 100% energy recharge as their base stat at level 1. Like, you can't level up their energy recharge unless you get, echoes or a weapon. If you level them up, you're not leveling up their energy regeneration. They all get 100% as their base stat. But Brant, he gets 125%. 125% energy recharge. So let's go ahead and do the math here. So I add 125 energy recharge from Brant, and we add that with the 250%. Now the 250%, just reduce the 2 to a 1 because her base stat Yang Yang is 100. So pretty much just add 150.5% plus 125% energy recharge for Brant. And what is that? That's like 275% energy recharge. And keep in mind, guys, his I'd even max out the weapon here. I'm probably gonna reach like 50% energy recharge. So it's possible, guys. It is literally possible to reach 280%. You just gotta fucking grind. Like, that's all there is to it. You just gotta grind. And if I can get like 1 more energy recharge in one of these echoes, I can easily reach 280%. Easily reach above 280%. Like, I honestly don't understand why so many people, instead of them actually playing the game and putting in effort to actually grind and get these substats so that they can, play with these characters at their full potential, they're spending more time complaining and not actually trying, right? They're just not trying at all. Guys, it's possible, man. And once again, 280% is the max. It's literally the max. You don't have to reach 280%, right? We come over here to Brant. We come over here to gallery. We see crossing stars. You guys can see right here, like, there are so many things this guy can bring to the table, man. You got buffs, shields, all these things, right? And of course, people are going to be like, well, you're missing out on fusion damage bonus. All right, first of all, he gains a 15% fusion damage bonus from his inherent skill Trial by Fire and Tide. It's not that crazy, to be honest. But if you go above 250% with Tide breaking his Echo set, you can get a 30% attribute damage bonus. So you're pretty much getting like, I think you're getting around like 45% fusion damage bonus. There's probably some more in his kit where you're getting more fusion damage bonus. I have no idea. But you can get additional fusion damage bonus once you go above 250%. And then once you reach like 280%, then you can get like the full attack up, right? It's like, I don't know, man. I feel like these people are just spending so much time complaining versus actually playing the actual game. And this isn't the first time they implement a character where you need certain subs, like you need a certain amount of energy recharge, attack, or etc. to, you know, make the character really good. You have multiple characters like Raiden Shogun, for example, in Genshin Impact, where people were running like 300% energy recharge, 310% energy recharge, and people were saying, well, what about electro damage bonus? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like you can build these characters in multiple ways, but for Brant, if you're so worried about the energy recharge, it's possible. It is literally possible. And I think a lot of people are not, you know, take into account that Brant literally has a 125% energy recharge as his base stat. So as long as you're able to reach at least 255% energy recharge, you can easily go 280%. Easily. You just have to get 250% minimum or 255% and also get the Overture weapon. Now, of course, you can say, well, Overture weapon is only in a gacha. You can't get this from an event. That's a good argument. But at the same time, that's just how these gacha games work, man. That's just how these gacha games work. You look at Genshin Impact where there are some weapons that you can only get in the weapon banner. You can't get them in like events, right? You can only get them through the weapon banner or you summoning for characters. So I don't know, man. I just feel like, hey, if you're trying to get the Overture weapon, just try and get it in the gacha. Like, that's all I can tell you guys. Just try and get in the gacha, or you can just try to get his best in slot weapon, because his best in slot weapon gives like 77% energy recharge. But I think that's just overkill. I think the 77% energy recharge is overkill, and you don't really need that. But at the same time, since the weapon banner doesn't have a 50-50, you're pretty much guaranteed to get that weapon. And the way that I view Wuthering Waves is the fact that since they don't have a 50-50 in a weapon banner, they're going to make these 4-star, they're going to make these 5-star weapons absolutely cracked on purpose so that you summon for these weapons, because there is no 50-50. They're always going to make these 5-star weapons cracked because there is no 50-50. That's like their huge selling point, the fact that the weapon banner doesn't have 50-50. So yeah, at this point, I don't even know what to say. Like right now on the weapon banner, you guys can see that we have Discord here. They don't really have Overture here, but you can still try and get Overture in the gacha. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, you know, you can get it whenever you want. That's not the case. You have to get it through the gacha. But once you get it, you're gonna be cooking with Brant, man. You're gonna be cooking with him. I'm pretty sure that weapon gives like 50% energy recharge. And just try to get energy recharge as a substat with echoes, and you're good to go, man. I don't think it's that big of a deal, man. Like, I literally had one person come in the comment section and literally bitch. Like, they were literally crying and complaining the whole fucking time, saying 250% is too difficult. And I'm like, bro, there is no way that you're crying that 250% is hard to achieve. There is absolutely no fucking way. It just goes to show that you are not playing the game. You're spending more time crying versus actually playing the game and actually grinding. Like, that's one thing I will give some Genshin Impact players. You guys already know I can't stand them, but that's one thing I'll give them. When Raiden Shogun dropped, nobody was complaining about the energy recharge thing. People were just grinding for the catch. They got the catch, and then they were grinding for energy recharge artifacts, and boom, they were cooking with Raiden Shogun. Like, nobody was really complaining about Raiden Shogun operating with working with energy recharge, and you had to get a certain amount in order for her to deal a lot of damage. Nobody was complaining about that. So I will say, guys, it's possible. It's possible. Not that hard. Just grind, and you'll literally get energy recharge as a substat. and as a main stat. Like you guys can see, I only have 3 energy recharge substats and 250%. All I need is a few more, like at least 5%, like an additional 5% energy recharge, and I hit the 280% because his base stat has 125% energy recharge. Now I will say though, I don't like how for Brant they didn't include an additional energy recharge in his kit. Like if you guys are gonna make it, like if you guys are gonna build this kit in a way where okay, you have to hit this amount of energy recharge in order for him to get these additional attack points, then like, all right, include that in his kit. For example, for this inherent skill, healing provided by the waves of acclaims is increased by 20%. It would have been better if you guys said, all right, he'll get a 20% additional energy recharge when using his resonance skill or when using his resonance liberation. That would have been way better. So I will say though, when it comes to his inherent skill, trial by fire and tide, this one is not that bad. You get additional fusion damage bonus, which is good. But this right here, inherent skill Voyager's Blaze, what the fuck, bro? Like at least give additional energy recharge over here. Like that would have been way better than just like additional healing. But it is what it is. Yeah, guys, just wanted to show you guys that it's definitely possible to get that 250% energy recharge. Plus his base stat is 125, so you can easily reach that 280%. Like a lot of people are just spending too much time complaining versus actually trying and putting in effort to get these stats. Like one of the main things I like about these type of gacha games is the grinding, right? You grind to get these substats to make these characters work. That's what makes it fun because it feels like you achieved something. Like after I reached 250%, it felt really good because I achieved something. It felt really nice. And the same thing applies to Genshin Impact when I was grinding for Raiden Shogun substats, energy recharge substats, and I ended up reaching at least I think 280% energy recharge. It felt really good. So guys, just fucking grind. Just try to get at least 250% energy recharge. And if you don't have Overture, I would just take the opportunity to save up to summon for his best slot weapon, or I would try to get Overture in the gacha. Like all I can say is just try to be lucky. That's all I can say. I do understand the Overture complaint that, you know, the only way you can get that weapon is through the gacha. I completely understand that part. But, you know, saying that it's not possible to reach 250% or 280% is just completely false. Just put in effort, just try, and trust me, guys, you will reach it. It's really not that hard. But that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to show you guys that it's not hard to get. You can literally get it. And I'm excited for Brant, man. I'm excited for this character. And I'm also excited for Contarella. I think that's how you say her name. She looks really dope. I heard that she was going to be a Havoc character, which is so odd to me. It's so odd how she has like a water theme, but she's Havoc. I don't know, man. I think the whole elemental system in Wuthering Waves is just weird. Some people are saying that it doesn't really like the elements don't really matter. I don't know. It's just odd how the way they portray these characters, like the theme they give them, is like water vibes or ice vibes, and they're like a completely different element like Havoc. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, guys, really excited for Brant. Definitely gonna summon for that character. And how many days do we have left here? We have like 13 days left, man. That's kind of far, but I'm still trying to save up some more Astrites, and we're gonna get our boy. We're gonna get our boy Brant. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Adios.